Hello my lovely YouTubers, how are you all doing? Are you all okay? For those of you who see my channel regularly, you know how I work. I'm going to take a stone out of the stone box. I'm going to open an angel card which has got a word on it, and then I'm going to open an angel card which has got a beautiful picture on it from Doreen Virtue, followed by an oracle card from Patrick Campbell, and then if I feel I want to, I will put a tarot card out to have just to complete the picture that I've created, and then I'll have a little look at the Michael Singer's Untethered Soul cards. I'm not going to take that card because I'm not ready. Not ready. Okay, let's have a little look. What stone should we choose? What stone is going to come out? Oh, there's one tiny little blue stone. Okay. One tiny little blue stone. We can handle that, can't we? That's all it is. One little blue stone. Who is this person? It's a little very spiritual person. Spiritual person. Okay. Dear spiritual person, I'm going to shuffle the angel card, these little angel cards, and then I'm going to choose one. Now I start from the spiritual stuff and work down to the material and try and make some link in the middle. So the spiritual things, what I start with, this is what the guardian angels would like you to know. Play. Oh, have you not been playing, child of God, as they say? Have you not been playing enough? Because it's very important that you give yourself time to play and enjoy life. Let's have a little look at these angels, shall we? What are they doing? There's one with purple wings and one with blue wings. Red hair, blue wings, blonde hair, purple wings. And they're playing with a beach ball. And there's the sun. Oh, somebody's going on holiday. Somebody is learning to play, whether they're going on holiday or not. Is this you, dear little person watching my YouTube? Are the angels asking you to play? Have the angels been coming to you with this for some time and you've been ignoring it because you've got too many restrictions, you've got too many responsibilities, and you don't feel like you can play, you haven't got time for that nonsense? Well, I'm here to tell you, dear lovely person, that you haven't not got time for that nonsense, okay? It's very essential part of your life and part of succeeding and being a happy human, that you find time to play at things that you want to play at. Oh, now if looking for signs and communicating with your angels is your idea of having a good time, then that's fine. You can play at that. That's great. Let's play at the signs, shall we? Now, here we go again with the white feather. One of my favourite signs to see is white feathers. It really is. But it's not the only sign that's available out there, is it? Signs that you're on the right path when you're finding things to laugh at, when you're finding yourself enjoying yourself, right? Signs can come in all shapes and sizes. They can come in the form of names of people in spirit. You know, like if your dad's name's Tom, you'll walk down the road and you'll see the word Tom on a number plate, and you'll just know that is your dad in spirit, letting you know that he is still around, hasn't forgotten you. You see urban words in advertising, words on the side of the vans, because there's a lot of that goes on, you know. You're standing there, you've clicked the button, you're going to cross at the pedestrian crossing, and a giant florist van will drive past you with a picture of Picasso on it, right? And it's the most unlikely picture to be seen on the side of a van, but your great nan had a copy of a Picasso hanging up in her attic, and she's handed that down through the generations, and it has deep meaning for you. And it's the meaning these signs have for you. And obviously the numbers, everyone knows about the numbers, don't they? The signs of the numbers. You can have a special number that you relate to a person in spirit, and then when you see that number, you remember to say hi. Say hi. Thanks, Nan. thanks Dad, thanks brother, whoever it is that's brought you this sign. So if you're asking for a sign now, you have to pay attention. And this is how your guardian angels bring you signs. When you start paying attention to the signs, you'll notice them more and more because it's in your awareness, and then it comes into your world. If you start writing down the synchronicities and the signs in a journal, write it in a diary, you'll be amazed at how many things show up each week to these signs. But I'm going to read you the angel card meaning and explanation of signs by Doreen Virtue. Card meaning: pay careful attention to the messages the angels give you now. You have asked for a sign and they deliver it. Notice and trust these signs. Another sign can be an action or an event in your world. Okay? Someone asking you for directions is a reminder you're the person that knows the way. Yeah? Bumping into someone you know out and about in places where you don't necessarily usually see them. Just remember that's the link from spirit putting you in the right place at the right time. Hearing words from another person in passing sometimes, you know. Have you ever had that experience where you're walking along, and again back to the name Tom, but you're walking along minding your own business in the supermarket, and as you're looking for your frozen peas or whatever, someone will shout out Tom, talking to somebody on the other side of the supermarket, and you're like, oh, that's my dad's name again. It's that. It's being shown information that's going to come to you unexpectedly and in ways which you've got to pay attention to even notice it's happening. Okay, so you've got to lighten up what's going on for you in your mind. Put yourself in a playful arena. Put yourself in an arena and a state where you go out to play during your shopping or your daily travels, your commutes, you're going out. And if you're not going out anywhere every day, then make that a part of your routine to at least walk around the block, because that's how information will come to you from spirit, is when you're out there in the real world doing your thing and being you. Okay, you've asked for heaven to help you. Now it's up to you to pay attention to the evidence of their help. This card signifies that your angels are trying to get your attention with signs. They might ask a butterfly or a bird to fly near you, or they might compel you to hear a song several times. They might put an object in your path so that you have to notice it. See, I find that whenever I've got a decision to make, I see a fork on my path, like a literal fork. And I saw it so many times I started taking photos of them. I've got about 50 photos of forks that have come up on my path when it's time to make a decision. Or I'll see a pen, like a dropped pen, and I'm reminded to write, because I write books and I should write more. I see a pen and I'm like, yeah, I've got to pick the pen up again. Or I see a lighter, drop lighter, and I'm reminded I've got to lose some weight. Like, that's what lighter means to me. It means be lighter, travel lighter, lose weight. It can also mean be lighter in yourself and how you're being. Don't take life so seriously. So let me know what your sign turned out to be. Okay, dear person watching this on YouTube. They might put an object in your path, so you have to notice it. Drawing this card is also a sign from your angels. They are trying to get through. Please notice. You can ask your angels to give you a sign whenever you have a question or decision to make, and usually it's not a good idea to specify what type of sign you'd like. Leave that up to the angels. They're very good at making their presence known. As I was doing that, I was picking up the name Brenda. Is there someone out there who's got a friend called Brenda who's trying to bring about laughter? And she's showing me a weird hat, a strange sort of hat that you'd wear in the garden. Something to have a laugh at, a hat. And also straw to make things out of, like a wicker basket that you can make things with. And what was the other thing I was thinking when I was doing that? Oh yeah, black cats, or white cats, or tabby cats, or ginger cats. You pay attention to what shows up for you this week. Yeah? I literally had a week where I had black cats show up all over the place. And I was standing on this person's doorstep because that was my job at the time, to go and knock on doors. And I knocked on the door, and their black cat, climbed up my leg and sat on my clipboard. So I opened the door and they said, oh, put my cat back. I said, sorry. I actually haven't. It just climbed onto my clipboard. I was already standing here. And it just makes me laugh. It's funny. And when you recognise that that is spirit having a laugh, universe having a laugh, you can't ignore those signs. Like, for instance, the other day, the coincidences and the synchronicities. I was driving in the car with my son, and focus. There's a message from me. Just focus on the reading. Stop chatting about all your little stories. Focus. Okay? Focus. Okay? I think that's probably for me to focus and shut up, but I've started, so I'll finish. Driving along. My son's got this aux cable out so he can play his music that he likes. And we decided to play the top 10 of something. Anyway, everyone was Kanye West being sampled over by some new rappers. There's only so much rap I can listen to, and I don't mind the first one, it's great. Second one, yeah, that's fine. Third one, very similar to the second one. Fourth one, do we have to listen to this now? About half a dozen songs in, I'm like, can we just put Heart 70s on, please? Anyway, we literally had 5 minutes to go of our journey. We're coming back indoors. I'm like, can I listen to a bit of radio just for the last stint? So he takes the aux cable out, we put the radio on. Guess what's on the radio? Kanye. Yeah, and he's never on the radio because he's got too many swear words in his songs. My son laughed his head off. I was like, oh, there you go. See, sometimes you just can't have your own way. It doesn't matter what you do, right? Doorway. Okay, that's better. That makes more sense for the signs, that you have a doorway to walk through, because often when people are asking for a sign, it's to say, which way shall I go? Show me a sign. I want to know what's next, right? And doorway is that really number 13? Okay, number 13 as well. I've got a number 13 story for you, dear YouTube watchers. 13 being my lucky number because my dad was the 13th one, and he was born on Friday the 13th. And I passed my driving test on Friday the 13th. My dad passed his driving test on Friday the 13th. My brother passed his driving test on Friday the 13th, because years ago you could put in for cancellation. And if you put it in on Friday the 13th, you're more likely to get it because everyone else is scared of doing their test on that day. Also, there's less traffic on the road, so it does actually make it easier for you to pass your test. Doorway. Here we go. Change of structure. Decluttering of objects and people to make conscious changes to the layout within the house, and change of house completely. Change of attitude and energy. Doorway represents house and home. Changes in some way or manner, which may consist of altering or extending the structure of the home, or can even mean changing the structure of the people within that home. It may at times mean a change of home completely, a moving house. This card may also speak of a situation within the home in the past leading up to the present, which has been very difficult to deal with, involving stress, tension, frustration and even anger. There is an entanglement of mixed emotions that work against each other rather than working for each other, and the card wants to turn the energy, bringing the positivity back of love within the space in order to bring back balance. There needs to be a balance, okay, and that's the importance of this play and enjoyment and love and laughter, and this can start with you. So you're the person looking for a sign, possibly out of desperation that you don't know what to do, where to go. By focusing your energies, on improving the vibrations that are happening within your home, and you can do this by laughter and play and enjoyment and taking time for yourself to do what you want, will change the situation within the home. Things will change around you whether you want them to or not. Oh dear. Okay, who are you really? This is the question from the untethered soul. Oh, I haven't opened the tarot card again. I've forgotten the tarot card again. Do I need to, because I had 2 oracle cards? I don't think I do need to. Let me know out there if any of you have had an incident with unlucky number 13, where 13 was considered unlucky for everyone else and you went, no, I'm having that one. Okay, and because of that number 13, I'm going to choose the 13th card. 11, 12, 13. What does it say? Living life. Okay, this was the card number 13. Fortunately, deep within us, there is a direct connection to the divine. Okay? You can connect to the divine. And then once you've connected and opened up that doorway between you and your spiritual guidance, it will just come flooding in. And all you have to do is focus on where you're going, what you want, stick to those energies. That's it. Thanks ever so much for watching YouTube. See you next time. Bye bye bye. Bye bye.